Loy krathong is a ceremony that is usually performed on the full moon night of the 12th lunar month or the 15th day of the waxing moon of the 12th lunar month, which is the full moon day. And it is the time when the river banks are flooded. Flowers, incense sticks, candles or objects are placed into various non-submersible artifacts such as krathongs, boats, rafts, lotus flowers, etc. and then floated along the river, with the objective and different beliefs. This year, Loy Krathong Day falls on November 27, 2023. It's not only in Thailand. In China, India, Cambodia, Laos, and Burma, there are Loy Krathong festivals similar to ours, but there are some differences. It is probably a matter of details, rituals and beliefs in each locality. Even in our own country, Loy Krathong also comes from various beliefs, which the Public Relations Group Office of the National Culture Commission Ministry of Culture we have gathered together to tell you the following. Loy Krathong is a tradition that has existed since ancient times. But there is no clear evidence that since when has this been practiced. Only each locality there will be different purposes and beliefs in Loy Krathong, such as regarding Buddhism. It will be worshipping the Kesaki Kolamani in the Tavatimsa heaven, worshipping the Buddha's footprint on the sandy beach on the banks of the Namda River, which is now the Narapada River in India. Or welcome the Buddha on the day of his return from the heavenly world when I went to please the Buddha's mother. In addition, Loy Krathong also has a purpose. To worship Phra Upakut Thera who practiced incantations in the deep sea. Or sea navel some places float krathongs. To worship the gods according to their beliefs in some places, it is to express gratitude to the Mekongka, which is a source of water for humans to use in various ways including asking for forgiveness for throwing away waste. Some localities it will be done to remember the deceased ancestors, or to ward off misfortune floating through suffering, grief, and various illnesses, and most of them will also pray for what they desire. Loy Krathong is a way to ask for forgiveness. And thank you to Mekongka. There probably are people in the same way as different nations. But the ancients expressed their congratulations that crops can be harvested, so we brought the first produce that we got. Go worship the gods you respect. To thank you for inspiring the good results of your cultivation, including raising hungry ghosts and offerings to deceased ancestors. After this was done, there was a ceremony to raise one another. In the Tao Sri Chulalak recipe book or the legend of Nang Napamas, who is the chief concubine of Phra Maha Thamaraja Lithai or Phra Ruang of Sukhothai, mentioned the full moon day of the 12th lunar month. It was time for His Majesty to travel on the river, according to the royal ceremony at night, and ordered all the royal concubines decorate krathongs with flowers, incense sticks, candles. It was floated on the water in front of the royal palace. At that time, Tao Sri Chulalak or Nang Napamas, the main concubine, he thought of inventing a krathong in the shape of a kamat lotus. Because he saw that it was a special lotus, it blooms at night only once a year on this day. It should be made into a krathong decorated with a lantern, floating to pay homage to the Buddha's footprint, which when His Majesty the King saw, he was ordered to ask about the meaning. She explained until it was pleasing to His Majesty's heart. His Majesty therefore made a statement saying, but this continues in sequence. Kings in Siam, when it's time for a public holiday, the full moon day of the 12th lunar month, bring a floating lantern in the shape of a lotus, dedicated to worshipping the Buddha's footprint, as long as eternity. For this reason, we see lotus-shaped floating lanterns appearing until now.